welcome back. Today we are doing, if you didn't guess it, a core workout. So we're gonna do just some simple circuits, all core. It's going to be very, very quick, okay? So you can do this at the end of any workout that you do. You can do it at the end of a cardio session. If you don't have very much time, you could just do this, okay? That's okay. So let's dive into it. Core workout, mentally prepare your mind, okay? You're gonna push yourself. Constantly thinking about engaging that core. There are a lot of people who do not engage their core properly, okay? So if you engage your core, you're doing a sit-up, you're doing a leg lift, and you can see doming in the center, almost as if like your core kind of does one of those, okay? That is very, very bad core engagement, okay? So that is actually diastasis recti. So that means the separation of your core. And if you are not properly engaging your core, like the deep core muscles, that's just gonna keep pulling and pulling and your core is gonna come through, okay? So even if your core is engaged and you take a breath and you can see that coming through, you need to work on proper core engagement to bring those abs back together, okay? So I'm gonna teach you a little bit of that today. We're gonna do some core work. It's gonna be good. Let's do it. Our first exercise is going to be toe touches. So you're going to lay flat on your back, feet towards the ceiling. For this one, you want to make sure that your lower back is pressed to the floor. You don't want there to be a gap. Okay, so go ahead and engage those core muscles, rotate those hips, and make sure your low back is flat. Grab your dumbbell, and that dumbbell is going to come up, and you're going to touch your toes. Every time you come up, make sure that you are pressing that low back into the ground. So you have 12 reps here. Good, engaging that core, coming up and coming all the way back down so that upper back and shoulders lay down every time as well. Fully engaging those core muscles. A couple more reps to go, you got it. Good, now our next exercise is going to be a Russian twist. For a Russian twist, make sure your back stays nice and flat. You do not want to round forward, okay? That's going to cause you to injure yourself, so make sure your back stays flat. As you twist from side to side, chest is up. Go ahead and grab that dumbbell. That is what is going to rotate from side to side. So make sure your head goes with as you rotate. You can go ahead and keep your feet on the ground, or you can pick your feet up for a harder version. You're going to do 15 reps on each side here. Again, making sure that chest stays up, core is tight. If it's too hard to complete with the dumbbell, you can go ahead and get rid of the dumbbell and do the twist with just your hands. Again, rotating that core, keeping it nice and tight. Good job. Our next exercise is a plank with a dumbbell switch. So you're going to get into a push-up position with the dumbbell on the outside of one of your hands. You're going to switch that dumbbell. You're going to pull it across your body and set it on the outside of your other hand. When you're in your plank position, make sure you separate your feet to give yourself a good enough base. Core is tight, back is flat, butt is down. We have 10 reps here. Try not to shift your hips from side to side. Grabbing that dumbbell, bringing it over to the opposite side. Couple more reps. Good, now you can go ahead and pause it, and you're going to complete 2 sets of that circuit. Now we have Scarecrows. So grab those dumbbells, and you're going to touch opposite knee to opposite hand, keeping that core nice and tight. You want to make sure your weights are light. You can go ahead and do it without weights too, keeping your core as tight as you can and really engaging every time you touch that hand and knee. So for this exercise, you're going to do 10 reps on each side. Let me face the side and show you. Core is engaged. Opposite hand to opposite knee, keeping those elbows up high the entire time. Again, make sure your weight isn't too heavy. If it is, you could end up doing damage to your rotator cuff. So be careful. Keep that core nice and tight. Again, only 10 reps here. Our next exercise is going to be dumbbell leg raises. So for this one, again, you want that low back pressed to the floor. So when a lot of people do leg raises, they drop their leg down and their lower back lifts up. That is not the correct way to do it. For this, you want to make sure your low back stays pressed. You can do it without the dumbbell, or you can do it with the dumbbell. Okay, keeping that low back pressed the entire time.
Again, you don't have to go all the way down. That's where your lower back is going to lift up. The key here is properly engaging your core and using the right muscles. If you want to use the dumbbell, you can go ahead and place it in between your feet. Again, engage your core, press that low back, go down as far as you can, and come all the way back up. So you have 10 repetitions here. Again, range of motion is going to be limited, but keep that core engaged. Great job. Our last exercise is going to be a side plank with the dumbbell reach. So you want to stagger your feet. You're going to be on one hand in a side plank, and that dumbbell is going to reach under you and then open up as if you're doing a fly. Again, try not to let those hips swing very much. You can go ahead and do it without the dumbbell, or you can do it with the dumbbell. And for this, you're going to do 10 reps on each side. Again, try not to shift those hips very much. If you need a lighter weight, go ahead and use that. Otherwise, engage that core, get a wide base, and you got it. Now you can go ahead and do 2 sets of those 3 exercises.
Do you ever have one of those moments where you laugh so hard that your core hurts for days? Like, it hurts so bad that you can't even relax it. Your core muscles feel as if they will not even relax because they're so sore and tired. That's me right now. So I hope that you felt it. I hope that you still feel it, okay? Working your core is incredibly important. So any other workouts that you do on my channel are also going to work your core, because compound movements are going to tie this in, because you hear me constantly say, keep your core tight, right? So you don't always have to sit down and do a specific core workout, because I actually get extremely bored doing them, but it's necessary. So if you don't have compound movements, you're not weightlifting, you need to make sure that you're sitting down and doing these core workouts. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. Check out some of the other videos on my channel if you want to maybe do a leg workout or an upper body workout to supplement this one. Do it. It's gonna be good.